Good evening, everyone. I'm Executrix, and welcome to Season 65, 5 vs. 5 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 3. My opponent is once more, at long last, our friend, and the just real casual like, one of the longest standing #1 ranked players to ever do it in the entire game. It is Aesop Rock, the captain of my sister guild, Maw Chromium. One of the biggest, certainly, arguably the very baddest. But let's see how it goes. All right. Get the chat up, get the music rolling, get the prediction flowing. Where are we at with it? Right about there-ish. Something right about there. Okay, let's go ahead and get the stuff on the screen. Make ready. Prediction. All right. The last 2 rounds, I was flawless. Unexpectedly. When I say flawless, I mean we had no drops. They're not flawless. Fine. But, yeah. Still pretty good, though. And people that gambled on my behalf were richly rewarded. So I feel like... Do I really want to say I'm going to have 1 or less drops on Aesop? I feel like I can't do. All right. Let's be realistic. It is Aesop. Rockstar and Zid are excellent opponents, but they're not likely to set defenses as crazy as Aesop. So I think I'm just going to be respectful, stick to the script, and do 2 or less, 3 or more. That's right. So it begins, says River Phoenix. Yeah, let me catch up with the chat. Vinal Tabi, good evening. Depressed Wampa. Good evening. Yes, Desecrim. Wild Lindsay, you were expecting rock music? Yeah, I chose that music for the beginning, during the intro section. It's a good time. And we do have the original hat on to celebrate this special occasion. Big Ninja, hey, my very newest patron in the chat. Good to see you, my man. Can't catch it all live tonight, but excited to watch it tomorrow. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Good luck. This battle will be legendary. I expect so. I've been looking forward to it. It was my highest hope. It would be really awesome. Longtime fans of the show know that for a good while, before this Erodium bug started, I was becoming a fixture of the top bracket, certainly of the top two. And then between the Erodiums and admittedly some poor play and a couple bad streaks, like some 1-2 action like twice, it kicked off a cycle of me not being up here around Aesop for about a year. It's good to be back. All right. I want to see more confidence tasks. You're going to kick his ass. Aesop who? Nah, man. This is where it's at. There's no, it would be disingenuous to go fight the sitting champion and it's like, who? It's like, oh, Floyd who? Floyd Mayweather who? Whatever. It's kind of like, come on now. All right, so here it is. Rank 4 versus rank 1 by a long shot, by the way, comfortable margin. See that he's casually 230 something. 224, something like that, 224 rank above me, so he could lose another 5 something, 6 something matches. I don't know. And we'd be dead heat. That's right, Wolfman. Time to take on the final boss. That's right. Bane, let's get it for AU. Indeed. We're here, by the way, with the trusty vodka cranberry, as furnished by Mrs. T. Thank you for the assist, Mrs. T. No rock can survive an encounter with that hat. That's right. We put on the original hat to deliver the original experience. If you go back to the earliest video on my channel, oh my God, has my beard gone gray. It used to be just black in the old videos, but yeah, nah. All right, Depressed Womp says, as long as you continue to be flawless, you have this in the bag. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. We're just going to one-shot everything on Aesop's board. That is a probable thing. I mean, probable in the sense that there are possibilities. So more possible than probable, I guess. Floyd May is not exactly my weight class. You're right about that. You understood the analogy. You're right. I don't know. Says should be a fun match. Again, stoked to be here for it. All right, 15.6 million GP for me to his 15.7. My top 80 is 3.19 million to his 3.2. Zetas, we both have 391. GAC Omicrons, we have 377 each. Top 80 average speed, my 166 to his 171. So it is his way, but I've fought worse. All right, mod analysis, plus 25 speeds, my 267 to his 376. 24 speeds, my 570 to his 660. Plus 20s, my 837 to his 1036. Plus 4% offense mods, my 233 to his 390. Plus 6% offense mods, my 82 to his 133. So, it's something. All right, relic analysis, total levels, my 2417 to his 2468. That's actually reasonably close. Relic 9s, my 136 to his 156. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, Relic 8s, my 138 to his 133. Relic 7s, my 11 to his 0, because he's not messing around. Okay, Datacron analysis, total rerolls, my 379 to his 532. Honestly, it could be worse. Relic 9s. Level 9s. My 56 to his 63. 6 to 8s, I have 5. He has 0. 3 to 5s, I have 4. He has 0. Okay, Galactic Legends. Let's see what we got here. So a little bit higher offense on his rate. Very much more speed. That's... After the round's over, I will be asking him. Inappropriate to have asked him beforehand, but I was curious when I was scouting. Why so fast? The part that's going to be kind of just a quick chuckle is going to be when I do ask him and he tells me that it's just because he could. It just was no skin off his ass to do it. So it's going to be great. I'm Zoltar says, time to grow a full wizard beard. I would actually look legendary, the long one in this hat. I would look amazing. I can barely stand to grow my facial hair longer than this, though, before it just starts to bother me. It's not that it physically irritates my skin, it's that it just bothers me to have it beyond a certain length. And maybe one day, maybe one day I'll outgrow that feeling, and then I can be, the warlock-looking son of a bitch that I was destined to be. Someday. All right. Slacker... Not for nothing. Okay, interesting Sith Eternal. She's got some higher tenacity. Okay. High offense on the Lord Vader. I love the Lord Vader spec, yeah. I'll have to inspect that. What did he done? Prop looks like maybe a whole prop primary. Is that an offense cross then? I wonder. Okay. Fast. Leia. Wow. Okay. Very robust. Okay. Okay. 580 Leia. May I have some work to do? Yeah. If you want to mimic the very best, then that's how it's done. That is how he is doing it. Striker. Good luck, Tass. I voted with my head, cheering with my heart. Look, man, somebody has to take the other odds, and it can't be everybody. We'll see. We'll see how it works out for you. I think I gave you fair odds, and I think you voted what you felt was appropriate, so I don't begrudge you. Fair? All right. That's Baylan. Really? Okay, interesting. Bane. Yeah, his Malgus is real fast. Wow, that is a wicked fast. Exile Ezra. Absolutely the worst song on the plate, by far, without exception. And I wish I could remove it, but I can't. Read. Wow. Wow, what a beautiful dark gray. Nice. Oh, very fast. Love this. Love this Star Killer. Okay. Appreciable speed. Okay. I wonder if I should buff his speed up some. It could cost me a little bit of offense, but I could get him up right about 270. It really depends on whether or not you want to effectively... I've said this before. If you really want to be able to have him take meaningful number of turns outside of Cere Malicos, so if you want to put him with Lord Vader, for example, 270 is a good mark. I'd say like as a minimum. But if you go too much higher than that, like between 270 and 280, I guess. But if you go higher than 280, you're approaching being unfortunately fast for the sake of being under Cere. So, all right. Okay, So we got the Omega Bot report. Right about there. I put my points into the under, says Duck Stab. I want to believe. I would literally take the hat off to tip it to you, buddy. But, you know, I don't want to keep doing that. Thing is fragile now, so we have to use it sparingly and we have to be gentle with it. Hey, Mole Pills in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. All the patron love in the chat tonight. Thanks. Feathers, see you out there. See you. Oberon, not all my points on the under, but you went heavy. Man, I appreciate the faith, guys. You're really, I appreciate the love, because this is the final boss. Rap71, hello, but also good night. Going to sleep and good luck. Yeah, man, appreciate you staying up even this late. So, good night. Enjoy the VOD in the morning. Sleep well. Okay. Aesop, it's rare for him to go early. So he's going what? In the East Coast times, late morning, something like that, the next day for the most part. Might do an odd fleet battle to finish off the board in the end. It's been long enough that I've forgotten some of the smaller tendencies of Aesop Rock. I don't remember if he's one of the guys that likes to reliably save a couple fights for the very last hour, something like that. I don't recall anymore. All right, speed comparison wise, yeah, I mean, he's got me for pretty much all of it. So it almost looks like there's an inflection point bending my way, but not actually, just a little kind of crooked tangent sort of thing. Happens twice, 3 times pretty much. Yeah, nice. Okay, GAC Omicron wise, nothing interesting to see there. We both have them all. All right, squad banner efficiency. Yeah, so most of his attacks are 65. He's getting it more often than his opponents are. And then it's actually not, it is really almost entirely 65, so not for nothing. So if it's not going to be a cleanup, it's going to be 65 pretty much. Then, I don't know, 62 or 60 after that. But then he'll sweat it out a bit. So he's still setting a considerable defense, it looks like. Tough to read into that. But the important bit about the 65s, he's getting them more often, his opponents. Defenses for Aesop. The last week. Soka with Watt. Yeah. From what I've seen, this is a poison pill for BKM, specifically. Feel free to say in the chat if there are other adverse matchups that you're aware of for that. But as far as I know, BKM's the reason to set this up. All right, then he's going to have Jabba, followed by Cere Malgus, Slacker, Baylan, Bam Maul Lord Vader, yeah boy, Leia Crex, Rey Swallow Exile Ezra, Saw Gerrera. If it's not Bam with Maul Lord Vader, oh, then it's with Lord Vader Maul? I don't know. Why it's reporting it that. Saw with Crex, Leia, Leia with Chewie. Okay, so that's Han Chewie. Starkiller occasionally, Rey Swallow Nest, a Queen, a Karth. Ooh, I need Karth. So these are the odds and ends ones. These are the more reliable middle teams from Bam to Saw. But these were his always teams last week. Executor, Leviathan, Malevolence on defense. And picked up a couple holds with it even. All right. Defenses by zone, we might expect to see Jabba, Baylan, Rey Swallow, and Saw. All right, offensively. My mods are close. Yeah, my mods are competitive for this neck of the woods. It's definitely something I love working on. But yeah. I am by no means the biggest and best mod collection in this end of the pool. Probably somewhere like certainly within the top 50, probably within the top 40 or 30, I would say my mods are. But there are like a lot of people with way more of everything. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. All right. Mobiles. I would not try Jawas, but my meta chart is a bit outdated. Yeah, man. Appreciate you again, you know. You're a first-time circumstance. If you guys weren't here towards the end of last stream, Molepills signed up to be a patron with access to both bots at Patreon for Omega Bot and Hot Utils, and had me just gift that out because he doesn't even play the game anymore. He just likes what we're doing over here. So again, thanks, man. And yeah, we gave that out to the Wolf. The Wolf was the lucky recipient. Appreciate that, man. Good stuff. So Tico, what the heck is a goon like me looking at here? Yeah, you're looking at me fighting the #1 player in the game. It is Aesop Rock. We've fought him before. We've lost. We've won before, but we've lost more than we've won, assuredly. Take me at my word on that. Travman, his offense mods are the crazy thing. Aesop's mods are just generally very scary. Very scary. Things are well-tuned. Very well-tuned. Hey, Sheepdog. Appreciate it. Said you got this. We're going for it. We really are. All right, offense used. Now, this is what's interesting. Look at all this orange. The dark orange means he just straight up lost. The lighter orange is him withdrawing. I guess the pink is a timeout. That's even happened a couple of times. But what I'm saying is, oh God, if his attacks are this ugly over the last week, okay, so it was week 1 and he was testing stuff, assuredly. So he was looking for limit testing, and there, you know, with Baby Yoda, Zid, Sasha Aisha up there in week 1, he was going to get what for from those guys. So maybe this is going to be a lot tighter this week. But this is terrifying because, holy crap, what defense must there be? What must I not be seeing for it to be this rough for him? We'll find out. Endurance, Finalizer. Sometimes Profundity. Interesting. More often than not, I would say Profundity. Nothing certain, though. All right, what was he dropping on last week? An Ahsoka with Exile Ezra. Great Mother's team he timed out on, so that's Malgus, probably. Who among us has not been there? Ray Swallow, a Finn team. That's tough, man. Jabba a few times. So what's that? All Aphra's gone bad? The odd Night Sisters attempt? Mm-hmm. Baylan. Ahsoka with Watt. Alp Starkiller. Saw Krex. Ray Exile Ezra and Swallow, Malgus, Cere Malicos, a Fugitive Omega. So a lot of, you know, the usual suspects that you would think would be challenging in week 1. You don't know. Leviathan and Executor on defense tripped him up. That's interesting. That's fair. All right. Where are we at with the prediction? How you guys doing? Really, it has to be over by now. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Still, wow. Again, really appreciate you guys. You know, a brief tug of the hat in your general direction. 65% of you went 2 or less. 35% went 3 or more. Not mad. Completely respect the decision. It's going to be nuts. All right, let's have a look-see. Aesop has cleared all but one of my squads. I am pleased to report with some cost, but what horror awaits? That's the trick. Aesop is known for terrifying creatures living in the back wall, in that back zone. So we must be cautious. All right, let's talk about my defenses. Top side. So I put down Saw Krex. He seems kind of iffy about when he's setting Queen, and I don't know. With what I was thinking about keeping for offense today, I felt like I could afford to set him down. So I did. I've got banners for all this, so hold on. All right, so for all that waiting, Saw with 65 banners. Yeah, neat. All right, Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder with, you know, big old health cron, tank revive. You got 58, so... That I? Gone nearly awry? Ray, Swolo, Cal, Xeris, and GK. Yeah, my head's probably just miraculously in the way right now, isn't it? Fill that room. And the chat is in the way as well. We can just nuke both for the moment. All right, so yeah, so you can see clearly now my Ray team, Swolo, Cal, Xeris, GK. This is something I hadn't set this season, but this is a Calcron that has the 65% Dispel Ufu, 65% chance to Dispel Ufu allies, level 6. The crit avoidance one is the one I was running when I was concentrating Exile Ezra into this team. But with that level 6, you're specifically more likely to stand up to EP Starkiller. All right, and then, yeah, so he had to put in 3 shots to clear that. At first, he killed Xeris and GK, then Cal, and then cleaned up Ray and Swolo. What was that? So 30. So he got 33 total. 33 total on that. All right, Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, Obi-Wan, Cam, and Grandmaster. Yeah, he's been doing gas against this, and gas can do it. Can even do it like this. But guess what? If he did it with gas, he got a 55. So I want to say I've seen him get like 57 against similar Queen comps. I don't know if I didn't check the Datacron on the ones he was fighting last week, but I saw the compositions. And yeah, all right, we'll take that. So in the back, we've got Freya without Lord Vader. We'll talk about this remaining team very last. But the Treya team here, it's just a classic Treya lead team. Nihilus, Savage, Talon, Scion. 59 banners, though. Stripped a few. All right, and then Baylan, Hondo, Shin, Mercenary Hunter, and Merrick. Got 64. Kind of kicked its ass. Neat. What is that? That's got to be Bane then, right there, right? It feels like Bane. All right, and last but not least, and this was a suggestion from one of my patrons, Striker. So if you're in the chat, if you're still awake, which would be kind of crazy, but if you are, thank you. It's a cool idea. I said, you know what? I'll give it a shot, and here we are. Big Deal, by the way. Sorry I missed it, man. Big Deal just handed out a gift sub to Hambone. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. And Ola, the boss one. All right. Hey, Wildens. Good to see you. What's his mod score versus mine, says Big Deal? I didn't check. I haven't run that, but it's... Let's just put it this way. He wins. All right, so anyway, Striker recommended this comp and give it a go. I don't really want to discuss the details behind what we're thinking behind it, because it hasn't been fought yet. Not that Aesop would, peak. He doesn't need to. Trust me. All right, I don't want to reveal fleet though. Just best practices. Let's talk about Aesop's defense topside. All right, Slacker, Darkrai, Faust, Phasma, and Hux. This is a 25% turn meter, high armor penetration, so very high threat up front to Bane, I would say. And I have been using Bane for this, so I am concerned. Savage, Maul, dig that. Star Killer, Visas, and Xeris. A Star Killer team, a not EP-led Star Killer team. I haven't seen this in a little while, but this is dangerous. This is fun. Big Deal. Oh, all right. You checked my mod score, Big Deal. Mine's 12 plus, and yours is 4.85. We all start somewhere, man. Yeah, River Phoenix. Let's just put this as he wins. Yes, it's rough but accurate. Correct. Nice mod score, Mateus. 10.9. Yeah, it's a pretty strong score. All right, Cere, Padawan, Sabine, Crew, Malicos, and RJT. So generally speaking, you're using Sith Eternal to fight this. RJT can cause problems if you're not going to commit Watt to the defense of Sith Eternal. Padawan Sabine is a threat in her own right. Really like the crit damage modding. I intend to more or less make this move myself in the not too distant future. But I think this is a great choice because this character really cares just about this first AoE so much. And nothing's going to have you hitting harder straight out the gate than a crit damage set. So I'm currently in offense, but I'm thinking about moving over to it very, very soon. All right, and of course, crit avoidance, bulk 3, blah, blah, blah. Really great offensive stats, just perfect for her and for Malgus. All right, Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sass, it looks like. That's Sass? It is Sass. Yep, that meets expectations. Yep. Real casual 83.5%. Okay, bottom front, where the games begin. The Giants collide. I'm here for it, says the Empire lifts back. Yes, we're going to duke it out for sure. All right, Molepill says my mod score is dagger smells like goats. Okay. I think that's something most of us can get behind. Yeah. Hey, appreciate the follow, Hambone. Thank you. Okay, let's see here. We got Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Embo, and Mob Enforcer with the Mob Enforcer Kron. Very high tenacity. I like it. Have to check how this is going to look. That is potentially terrifying. High health, too. So, things might take a little longer than I might like. We'll have to roll the bones. Fugitive FOmega. Mercenary Hunter, Mercenary Wrecker, Crosshair, and Batcher. The full new team. Hunter Kron. 25% turn meter. Long Text Mercenary level 6. Of course, the Hunter 9. 93% crit damage, 130% armor penetration, and 9% offense. Nice. Thaw, Krex, Cere, Luthen, and Kyle. Yeah, I can't be mad at him for setting it. I did that too, except his also has just 59% health on it on a team that matters a lot on. Cool. 117% armor penetration, a smidge of offense. Mercenary 6 for Kyle. Turn meter level 3, and the 9 is whatever. It's fine. Not really. All right, Ray, Swallow, Cal, Fulcrum, and GK. So, yeah, just about the same thing I said, right? It is the same thing. And I took it from looking at his history, so fair is fair. All right, high resistance penetration means that it would be pretty critical to control Swallow, because if he actually gets to pop that AoE, so his second turn, it would be bad. Cal level 9. All right. We'll think about it. Okay, let's put the chat back on. Put the camera back on. And we're back. Darth Link. A-Task, best of luck. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Oh, shit, that's Cat, not Fulcrum? Oh, shit. If only he knew how long I struggled with thinking about whether or not I would keep Baylan. And obviously you see that I opted not to. That would have been neat here. How must we? If you smite Cat, it'll take a long time. But you can't. Do I have to slacker that? She also is a special damage dealer, so that's not inconsiderable. Okay, well, I mean, first order of business, let's square up for Aphra, yeah? Look, sir, droids. This worked for us last round. I see no reason to deviate. Potency check. 270. This is not going to... We might need to do... Now, what are we talking? 240, so effectively 340 on the special. Now, what are we looking at? So we're okay. 287. So call it 288. And you, principally? That's a huge bitch. Okay, so if we're doing this, the value of HK is all but zeroed out. His value for me is mostly when I'm having IG-88 in here, but I would rather have B2 for insurance-related reasons. The Dark Lord. The Dark Lord has been robbed as of late. His stats are generally still pretty kicking. A little less potency than I'd prefer without the Kron, just under 100%. But where he really suffers right now is I've had to rob him of some speed. So he's only 270. I think he's going to get a little something out of Aphra. But ideally, we're landing our debuffs, and that's going to buy him the time to pop off. And that should get something done for us. HK has tenacity down on AoE, but it's not fast enough to matter because we need Aphra to use for cooldown increase on the first turn, Mateus. I can't wait for HK to save us. It would be nice, though. So I'm going to try it this way. I think I have to. I would prefer not to, but I think I have to. The good news is, when I do the special with 000, that's going to call BT1, and hopefully if Jabba doesn't randomly decide to put third on BT1 and we have the locked buff immunity, then we're going to gain a bunch of buffs, and boy, is that going to be neat on BT1's first turn. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh shit, I missed gifts? Ah, sorry. I feel so bad. Did I just completely tunneled out on the chime? I'm sorry. Well, Mole Pills, gifted subs to Jester Hat. Aesop Rock, my man, thank you. Thank you so much for clearing the bottom front, a gentleman. Good to see you in the chat, man. You have the streamer tag on my Discord, so if you want to pop into the voice, you are more than welcome. You have done more than your share in going past clearing the bottom front, so hop on in. But let's see, other gifted subs out to Bernie Sanders. Who could forget? Gotta get Bernie Sanders covered. Hey, Frick Frack. Hey, Task, momentous day for Swugga, therefore the world. That's right. That's right. Things that are personally awesome for me are are awesome for the entire world as well. That's right. Man, what else? I think I missed, did I miss anything else? No, thank you. Thank you, Pills. Thank you. And I am sorry. I didn't check the chat and see that. Okay, I'm relieved to know that not relieved to know that the chime doesn't work, but I am relieved to know that I didn't miss it. So, man, I love fauna. Just follow the channel. Thank you kindly. Darth Leia. Hello and good luck with your Grand Arena. Appreciate it. We'll see what we can do. All right. Here's hoping. I don't have... Is there a reason to consider that 20 that doesn't... Is there a reason to consider? This is if we don't land our buffs. If we don't land stuff, this would be really neat to have. This is really potent. But I feel like without the literal potency, we are going to have a problem. Yeah, ads are on the way in 1 minute. I don't mind. I don't mind stalling. I don't mind stalling. Yeah. Get through those. Do you know Pumper's mod score, aka Cyrus? No, but I can tell you it's higher than mine. He's one of them. So, like I said, there are a good number that are. Mole Pills. We need a day and a tag for not a streamer, but just a dude to join voice on designated days monthly. You know, you are a patron, so you will very often find me sitting in patron chat. I am literally, you be there. I mean, you can do that. It's all harder. Be like Wolf. I will do my very best. I will do my very best. So how you guys doing? How's your Grand Arenas? I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. Really hoping Darth Vader just doesn't get unceremoniously blown out. I suppose while we're all here, I should check. Oh, God. I want to say you can be up and over 14K in offense modding, so to be pretty much pushing on 14K in crit damage modding is neat. Fun, love it. Hills, shoot me a DM, please. And that's how I'll know to look it up. You know, my personal discretionary budget for things like alcohol refills at, you know, on this coming Friday, payday Friday. So I'll pick up more alcohol then. I'll make do with the alcohol in the house until then. But I will pick that up. Please DM me about that, and I'll look into that. That was the bourbon you were recommending, right? That's right, Mateus. Neat is probably not the right word. So it was real. It was bad. It was real bad. I mean, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. It's going to be terrible if I don't go in with this Kron that has potency on it. Somehow I feel like that's the only right move. Empire Lifts Back says, that's a lot of damage. You are right to be concerned. How are you set up? No. Just the burstiest bastards. Again, if you're counting on a fight where if you have a successful Aphra fighting your Jabba, the fight's over fairly quickly. There aren't a lot of turns. There's no mastery ramping. There's no ramping or anything like that. There's just a couple turns to do the most. And that would do it. All right, we're back. We're just evaluating the horror show that I live in. Oh, yeah. Also, you didn't even look. Yeah, prop. Smart. His signature special does damage based on his max protection, so... Nice. Battle will decide itself in the first 20 seconds, says Empire Lifts Back. Man, are you right. We were waiting for... yeah, no worries. No worries, Daily. You know, we tried to affect all the folks want. Yeah, Darth Link managed to one-shot full clear this round task. Probably 6-0 because I don't think he can beat my Executor. Nice stuff. Yeah. All right. Here we go. And it begins. We will do what we can. All right. We got... Whatever happens, at least this part worked. Rip them down. Okay, so you're some kind of asshole. You are really kind of annoying. Probably the most important one to get rid of. You would take big max health damage every time I'm hitting you, so probably better to do this. It didn't call. He didn't hear. You're gonna counterattack? What's gonna happen? Didn't get triggered yet. You still aren't. Okay, you didn't trigger it again. Sorry. Okay, we do have some buffs. We apply. We gotta go for this. That's gonna call a basic from him. Yeah. Yep. The Dark Lord cometh. The Dark Lord. No, the Dark Lord is still Stone Aged. Alright. Do your one basic. I'm gonna say you served your purpose. We'll give you that. You there. Oh, the elite dodge. I'm fine. I'm not bitter about it, by the way. Okay. Get that. A shock. Auspicious shock. Definitely hit the AoE. Ooh, almost. Almost. Dark Lord. You're still just 10 years away from anything. Okay. So if I do this, you're just going to die immediately because you have thermals. That's always fun. How about one of these? Maybe a little bit of that. Tweak this off. Yeah. Do one of these. Hey, my man. The lifesteal is absolutely absurd. The Dark Lord will pay the price for being able to do a crush, effectively. I think that's what that amounted to. So let that be a lesson to us. It really should have just been a droid. I could at least revive a droid. Hell yeah! Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I really did deserve it. We gotta be coming back around on a torture sometime soon. You are a thick one. Ooh, the dodges! Is there a reason the dodges are happening that I'm not? Is there sorcery? Witchcraft? Aha! I'll be seeing him again. Bye-bye. Basic. Oh, get him. Call VT1 again. Ah, that was the wrong one. How about this? 59. But it was actually 69. Nice. Okay. So, super tenacity we managed to get through. Some cost. 59. 2 less than his own clear Omni. Surely it would have been one more banner had I taken pretty much any droid. It could have been even HK. For all that it mattered. That annoys me. Alright. DV and B2, right? Yes. 59 plus 10. Okay. What's next? Can I save Cere today? Because if I have Cere, I'm pretty sure that she handled... I do. Pretty sure she would handle the saw. That used to be a thing that worked. Where is that? Yeah, it's here, right? Same comp, right? Oh, I think this variable. Huh? Where is Cere represented? 100% with this comp. What is important about this comp? It does seem to matter that Cal is there, because usually where Cal is present is a very high banner clear. So the fact that it's 61 says to me that it's very dangerous for me to not have Cal, because I don't think I do. I think I have Cal down, right? Okay, well, doing that Aphra fight has no bearing on how we're going to be fighting. Ooh. Ray team. So Ray, what's the important? Wolo. Is Cat. Cal. Not a lot of fights overall. No Bane. Leia still works. Oh no, that was a cleanup. Sorry. As a one-shot. Excellent. Everything sucks. 0%. Goose eggs. Eat it. Like a Big Mac. What does this imply? Is this like a C Bane worthy fight? C Bane worthy fight. King of Losing says Lord Vader would love to try, but not gonna work. Not gonna work. Lord Vader's on defense. Trust me. Should have used HK. Yeah, definitely. In terms of banners, I think I would have been able to preserve. Yeah. Yeah, the Ray comp's gonna be tricky. No Dre on that slacker. Oh, that's true. No Dre on that slacker. Good eye. Good eye. Appreciate you. But this one's a goose egg too. What's the difference? Wow, this guy even looked like he had relics to handle it. Still, Relic 8 versus Relic 9. This maybe isn't the same. This is so rare. This is a very rare composition. Let's think about it. If we do Slacker, we run the risk of getting impeded by GK and his crit avoidance. What I have written. About that FOmega. So I used Malgus successfully last time. It was really scary, but there were other things. Maybe JML is appropriate here. I think that it makes sense for me to try and save. What is it? It's ooh, he did get through that last squad. Oh, and he got through clean. What were banners? Banners on that. 275. But yeah, 65. He's 65, the BAM Lord Vader. So, for as cute as the idea was. Yeah. All right. Hey, Aesop, just DM me. Appreciate it. He says, great D. Good luck on offense. Thanks, man. So yeah, he's gonna handle his squads and then do, fleets later. That's the idea. All right. I have to think about this. So I think I need to save JMK for this. The fact is, he's built this team. Phasma is a turn meter threat. This is a turn meter level 3. This is dangerous for Bane. So if that's the case, and I'm planning on assigning JMK to that, then I've got it actually written down already. So, aha. All right, the Saw Sauvage thing. Savage. I think that was going to be Sith Eternal of some kind. I want to say that Reva could take that down, though. Reva generally eats up Starkiller teams. You have Savage, who is self-cleansing, I want to say. And then Xeris, who is cleansing. So I think we have a reasonable case for C or Reva there. I don't know, something like that. All right, the Cere, though. What are we doing with Cere? What did I... Oh, yeah. Leia or JML is the note I wrote down, so probably Leia. But if that's the case, what's Slacker for? What's Slacker for? Bane. What if I did Bane on this Ray? Not Fulcrum. I gotta fix that. So his JMK, he ran without it, thinking he didn't need it. Probably not bad. Probably not a bad call. So that means that Fulcrum was where? Fulcrum and exile Ezra. Are with Ahsoka Tano in the back. So we need to save Leia as well. We cannot use Leia up front. That's what I would prefer. Oh, it looks like it's actually okay to use Slacker. I can do something else with Malgus. I'll figure that out. That might be a challenge. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Aesop, if you're lurking in the chat. All right. I have enough momentum. I know I did some cooking. Oh, there we go. Did I put any particulars in? Yeah, okay. Okay, good. I put in all the relevance. So, JML, of course. Yeah, Gungans. I have seen some scary shit. What are we talking about for making this stick? Penetration. Really? Super high armor penetration. Oh, wow. Dangerous. Another bulk cron with high armor penetration. Light side armor penetration might be the droid we're looking for. High potency on this one. I would have thought that would have been relevant. And armor penetration. Armor penetration. I think we're seeing a theme. So, probability of a Baylan in the back, I think, is pretty good from him, right? I think we saw that on the Omega Bout report. Did we? Yeah, Baylan. Yeah. Dollars to donuts. Gungans can beat him. Bane could beat him. Cracker could beat him. Yeah, King, it's Ahsoka, Ezra, and Fulcrum, I think, all together in the back. Probably Leia too, another reason to save Slacker. He has been setting it sometimes, so it is possible, my friend. But yes, Mateus, I saw your note. Have to go to bed early morning. Best of luck, Task. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Darkblink, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome. All right. Let's see here. Man, we're gotta be getting close to a hype train. All right, I'm gonna square up the next fight, and by the time this ad set's over, I'll be ready for it. I promise. I'm not deliberately stalling, but I am trying to be cool here. Still not satisfied with what I might have to do here, so I think Bane might be the best move. Let's think about it. I want Leia for the back. I said that. Leia could probably handle this shit, too. Kind of annoying. How much does that matter to me? Leia or Bane? How would it work? You'd have to get rid of the foresight, and then I think you would put the middle from Leia down onto Cal, and then basic with Drogon for the killing shot. And then we try to keep the focus on Jin, I guess. Yeah? Like do Radis Jin. Keep the focus on Jin so that by the time Cat's ready to smite. Is that going to really work? Because you've got 50% added health. You see? That's the issue. What's the deletion situation? So there's no pre-taunt here, right? So we could link who? Probably Cat and Cal. Then reassess after those two are gone from the fight. That might have to be the way. Thought we might hazard with some type of Cere thing. I wonder, did Fulcrum have any Cere-related counters? Did I settle on something? Fulcrum? Yeah. Oh, Gungans was looking promising, wasn't it? The Reeve is no good. Malgus was iffy. Cam's no good. JML looks like a dub. Where is it that I feel that I might need JML? Potentially Malgus. I don't want to necessarily throw him away. Yeah, BAM. The BAM might have been helpful. We'll never know. Alright, I think I'll hazard Gungans here. Gungans looks like it's been worth it. I think the key is the very best armor penetration you can find. So away. Yeah, boy! This is gonna work. I feel it in my bones. This is a good choice too. Music, return to me. Probably better to go this way though, if I had to guess. A lot of armor penetration. Good skew though, on crit damage, yeah? What's the first light side one? Yeah, this one I like to keep for gas. The potency is kind of nice though. Like it's an all-rounder. So the question is it really worth going in with less than this? Alright. JML on the new Bad Batch. That is something I would like to not have. What did he score on mine? 65, the bastard. If Gungans is successful, that's what it looks like. How gnarly is this Kron? Great. It's not great. 100%. Defense penetration wouldn't matter. I want to keep the mark off. Yeah, the uranium kid, the thing is, JML would absolutely be the safe thing. Would I need JML also? I think maybe for Malgus, yeah. I think there's an incentive. The incentive to have JML available for something matters. Uranium Kid says, I've done Gungans once. Only killed 2 up against a Paw Patrol player. I probably didn't have enough damage. I hear you, man. I just won Gungans with 20 seconds left. It was terrifying, says Northern Border. Hey, Northern, good to see you, man. That concerns me. We are fighting the apex predatoriest of the apex predators. I'm thinking, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking Jedi might be smart. Nah, see, the thing is that I need to have a good solution, Malgus. And I think my Sith Eternal's already tied up with Cere somehow. What did I write on the sheet? Leia or JML for the Cere team. Well, I mean, I could JML. Can you... If this works, it's a great value. Vexatron did the Gungan counter and timed out. Yeah, man. Worried about it. It's not super important to me that I use Gungans here. And indeed, push comes to shove, I did actually make it work relatively easily, I'd say, against a really scary Bane comp. So, okay, fine. Y'all twisted my arm. What was the JML comp to go for? Grandmaster's down, so we don't have that shit. So we got to do it like this. What's the pitfall? What was there to watch for? You were negligent in the arts of health. Protection. Tell me your secrets. The very highest banners at least had some amount of protection at fall. How many of them were all that I Calcron? So there's something important. You could smite any one of them. Who would you smite? Smite Crosshair? Or are we just focusing? Crosshair's going to have all that defense regardless, right? Probably go after Omega herself. All right. I recall that isn't there some type of revive in here? No, I don't think so. If in doubt, kill the leader first. They make you smash them all to a minimum at first. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, it is a clench counter, guys. And I appreciate the counsel against greed, because I am likely to do that. This is the cron we have at our disposal. If it's that's why I'm curious about how much it can. Because the thing is that if it's more about the protection, here's some protection for you. But I think that the Jedi Cal thing matters. So, plus all the damage. Yeah. Alright, we'll equip this and run it. It will be incumbent upon me to find another way. Something like gas versus Malgus can work. Are revealed to me. target. Smite the leader, I say. Kill it. Cycle to you then. Buff you up. Good, good. If you would, kindly. You still have a million turns to take. You're already going down. Ooh. Do we even want to smite, or do we just want to maintain this form? We can pass back soon enough. Somebody about to take a turn that I care about. He'll be the next one to go. We could Stone Age him. Push him up because I want the swap on it. So that's the droid I'm looking for. Swap like so. Basic into... Well, I guess you are my lucky customer, aren't you? Okay. Now we know how that works. More you know. Oh yeah, that's bad. Big heals. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, you gave me the full banner, so 65. Okay, so that worked. All right. Executrix. What kind of Cere Malgus am I actually looking at here? Not likely to be good in a lot of other places. We have an incentive to try and get it. And if so, what does that look like without Callum? Padawan Sabine with another AoE. It could work. It could work. We could also include Starkiller if I were so inclined. Is there not... Did I not do an EP Starkiller against such a thing? Turn meter on turn meter and whatnot. Did do gas. That was an interesting fight. Yeah. Do I still have a tab on that? Oh. Gas, 50%. Just the one comp, yeah? Most folks weren't doing this. We would have crew, fine, but how much does that matter? Yeah, you could just get blown. Rex 54, but this still wasn't seen regardless. So gas here? If so, what does that imply? Back wall. Riva is more or less a dunk, but oh, he is not likely to have great mothers on defense. Riva might work here. Then I wouldn't have Riva or Savage if I needed it. Which is better for our scenario? I just missed something. Heard the chime. OG Diamond Dave. Follow the channel. Appreciate you. Thank you kindly. Hey, good to see you, Kim. Good evening, Tass, and good luck. Appreciate you. That's right, Decepticons. Squared up against Aesop. It's been a while. It's going to be fun. It's been fun already. But yeah, appreciate you. All right, what are we doing? Gas. JML. Bane, maybe? Oh, yeah, we still have to talk. Oh, yeah, we still have to deal with that. horror show here. Somehow I feel like C Bane is appropriate. What does that imply? Oh man, is that scary if we do that? Because that means that there are multiple frickin' problems here. Would be like gas for this. And what about a C Malicos Star Killer? Here, Malicos. Does that have any weight? Proper JMK didn't fight it. New Justin Kyber. Such a rare composition, but these are all essential elements of what makes the threat profile of the team, so can't remove any to see what else might work. Pretty unique combination. So what does that mean to us? We would have slash JMK for what purpose? We could use it to trivialize a number of teams up top. Viva, Croissant could... Realistically, Bane here maybe. How badly do I want Slash to the back? Darthlink, Tass, you winning against Aesop here means our match will be even better later. Looking forward to the day. Heratran, just realized I wasn't following on Twitch. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. What am I gonna do with you? Yeah, so no EP Star Killer shit. Bane seems like it might be a bad idea. So if we have to... we would have to carefully manage this fight with JMK. I think this might be JMK. JMK can't mace. Focus snips. We'll take the bonus, or whatever. Take the Ufu. God. Bonus turn. Okay. I'm the GOAT, says Grendel. Appreciate it, man. We'll see. We'll see. The GOAT's got to win, right? So we'll see. All right. So what's a potential problem here? Well, the lack of critical strikes would seem to be a principal issue. Also at hand would be... we have to smite Cal. Smite Cal? It's going to be punishing to try and just pound through him, man. So I think we have to smite Cal and go after Fulcrum. What does that mean? It means that we might lose Mace Slate. Could try to keep her ability blocked, but that might be hard. Alright, we'll have to see what this costs us. Did I say I wanted to keep JMK for the back? Baylan. I don't think so. So if this can work, it would be awesome. Alright. Ads are over. Good to go. See what happens. Okay, what is required? We'll have to be patient. We're all buffed up, we'll take the ultimate charge. Even though it's more or less a waste stun, which is unfortunate. I will count. Who is it that should... You should be dispelled. No reason to have it casual on that. Alright. Yeah, actually, auspicious that you would be marked. We can stun you. Hal is not yet available for service, but he is... It looks to be that we'll be just about on time. Here, target you. Those you are available. Might. Alright. Make for cat. That's a big hit. Not as bad as I had thought it might be. We have plenty of shield up, so let's just go with the basic for now. Save the heal for perhaps just a little later. Don't really want to waste the middle here. I'm gonna need that soon-ish. Basic here, I suppose. Really don't want to waste this. This all is part of the plan. You getting basic would be thick, but it's not in the cards, right? Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so how do we capitalize on this? Oh, that part sucks. Go for you. So that was a straight up removal, which means that we had a DI triggered earlier that I had missed. Dangerous time. Might you? Surely we have to go after you now. Gotta be the right move here. Okay, it's tough to regret that. This feels really cleanable if the absolute worst should happen. You're gonna move just under, just out of phase. But now you're gonna start to be painful. So this next hit from him is gonna be a real bear. What do we do? Smite you now, but then you're gonna come right back. So low benefit to it. Kill you, get rid of the CI growing threat, or chunk down. It's probably better to try and get rid of the tank. Then we can focus on you. Okay, so you're already like that. Go for the stun here. Got the stun. Healing that. Definitely shield you. Let's go ahead and dispel your offense up. Stay on target. Very well. Don't appreciate that. I see you. How is it that we should... He's going to hit under all of our protections. It's going to be savage. There's nothing to dispel off of Ben. Basic. We accept our fate. Coming soon to theaters. Nothing will stop this next turn from Ben, which may indeed close us out. Do we basic here? I guess. Okay, we were not immediately devoured. It seems that if we smite Ben here, he would come immediately back. So I'm not going to do that. This happens. This is a kill. Right? Nope, it's not. I'm fine. We're fine. We're all fine. How are you? What is it? Gain protection up 20%. Take the money and run type of thing? Maybe. We don't have time to fuck around with this thing. This one. And stop it. This one. Had him the whole time, by the way. Mild terror ensues. 57. I can't believe it was a one-shot in the end. I was really prepared for the worst, so it doesn't look like I'm delighted and relieved, but trust me, on the inside, it's there. It's there. Ah. Okay, Saw. What's it gonna be? Reva? Gas? Reva looked like it was a lot more certain than Gas. Oh my god, I'm so grateful that that worked. That's right, never in doubt. Why not an early leap on their cap? Because it's much more difficult, in my opinion, to saw through that cap. Sorry, the cowl later on in the fight. And the amount of foresight and the protection up and all of it. Way too much survivability to deal with, man. Way too much. Smooth as mother's butter, says Duckstab. Yeah, boy! Yeah. Hey, MJ, good to see ya. Gas is reasonably reliable, but terrible banners. I found Reva is pretty easy. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards Reva. I really wish this were something, because I didn't set Cere, and I was thinking that this was going to be of use to me. How was it that this failed? With some weak cron. High armor penetration seems like a good ticket. Talk to me about banners. What's the finest? Okay. Per meter preload is the answer. So to answer their own. Very good then. We'll do it like that. We'll do it live. Armor penetration. Have just the thing. Is it that I like more? Yeah, we need the turn meter here. I guess that settles it. Repo time. Gas would be funnier. Yeah, I'm not in it for the humor. This is business. Although it is a big up that we saved Sith Eternal and Bane. It's nice. How do we play? Assuming the ability block. Yeah, that's right. That's what I remember. No humor when we're against Aesop. That's right. That's right. How's the match looking, Tass? So far, so good, MJ. We haven't dropped yet. For those using Cat on Ray, how do people get the most out of JMK? I mean, you're probably using it to trivialize a lesser team using the rest of JMK's mechanics. Probably not handling another GL matchup is the point. JMK or Ahsoka after Lord Vader, says So T. JMK or Ahsoka. I would assume at this point the JMK requirements would come easier. River Phoenix. Also, I got points on the line. I need you to play seriously. That's right. That's right. The future of the channel waits. Oh shit. That caravan. That Cere can be really bad for Inquisitors, right? That's like the one thing you really want to be careful about. Sure that I filtered that shit? I did. So it can't make that much of a difference. Why does that make sense? It makes sense if she doesn't really get to take turn. Okay. We'll trust it. He has great mothers in the back. What am I gonna do? I don't know, but that'll be tomorrow's problem. I have nothing. Can be TMR'd. Let me look at gas one more time. It succeeded there. Failed here. Would you try to match their turn meter? So lean into the bulk and earn your 58. You get a 65 otherwise. But if I could save Reva here, that would be an up. So, okay, 501st. Wow, what a time to be alive. That gas feels like, wandering in. Like, hitting the right spot. All right, armor penetration. We're still gonna rock the same old Kron then. It would be you. Potency's nice here. This should be efficient. Gas on Great Mothers is good fun. I think I'd rather have a different kind of fun. All right. Paratran subscribe to the channel. Wow, thank you. Another sub. I think we're actually perilously close to Hype Train at that. This would be nice. See if we got it. Okay, not immediately dead. Already at half prod, not great. First summon out of the way. Do we have discretion? I could have. I fucked up. Kill? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not completely ruined. I think we are Stone Aged on cooldown, so I guess we kind of just get to chill. Back slaps could be dope. They could be dope. He said moments before... Well, the team's kind of killing itself, isn't it? Well, it's not really. They're kind of just killing him. Okay, they almost got... Yeah, Luthen almost got him. Okay, so here's the bad part. We're actually about to have all of these guys get got. Is that not the case? A little bit ahead of Kyle. You're saying there's a chance to call. Okay, we actually got the sacrifice. This is kind of fucking... Oh, you're gonna eat, aren't you? Ah. Okay, well, you know what? See you in hell. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. What are we gonna do with you? Give him the bot? Okay, hey. Rise, brother, gas. Rise, brother. Yeah, you want to see the back zone already? You and me both. $59. Okay. It worked, technically. All right, so 59, 59, 57, and a 65. Scary stuff. But we made it. I thought when we all were sat down like that, I thought that was the end. I thought that was the end. The end. Hey, solo base. Wow, 100 biddies. We just started the hype train. Thank you so much, man. Good to see you. Appreciate that. We are kicked off. You can't always count on Nomad's Reaper to drop in and just go crazy with it. So, however far you guys want to take this, I'm down. I'm excited, and I'm grateful regardless. It's awkward that we just kicked off a hype train. We cleared the back wall. My back teeth are floating. I need to step away for a second. I don't want to kill the chat. I don't want to kill the vibe, so I'm just going to kill the camera and step away for a second. I'll throw up a notepad file at least that says BRB. So that you know that I'm not completely insane. But yeah, see you in just a second. Thank you guys. All right. We're coming back. Shout out again to Mrs. T for refueling the liquor situation. All right. I missed some subs while I was gone. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Whoa, Hype Train level 3. Just like that. Thank you guys. Let me catch up. XR Coon, thank you for the follow on the channel. June Kessel gifted a sub to Feral9909, Goofy Tyler 1995, Sotico, Check Aldor 1, Brill Council. Awesome. Bam with Lord Vader is a thing. Yes, it is. That is what I must be prepared to fight. And I have used JMK, but I haven't used anything else. But I think we'll be okay. What is it that we need to do? If we use Bane on Bam, we'll lose. This is interesting. Mission Zalbar. I have to check that. I feel good about my odds with Leia here against the Ahsoka. So we expected that. All right, let me catch up. Goofy Tyler, 1995. Thank you for the follow. Hey, appreciate the 100 biddies, June Kessel. Jolito, 91. Thank you for the sub on Twitch. Wow, thank you. Man, people going crazy with it. Thank you so much. Goofy Tyler says, I was just chilling watching the stream, figuring out how to improve my teams. Glad I was chilling, watching the stream. Happy to help. It's been a fun journey getting up here. Glad you're all here with me. Wolfman, follow the channel. Appreciate you, man. Zeto Knight says, hey, Tass, what are your thoughts on the new Bad Batch? Decent enough. You saw me feel like I needed to commit JML to feel like I had the right stuff for it. So, you can't say it's crap. This Mission Zalbar thing, I feel like this could be Gungan. I want to believe. All right. Ruts the Nerf Herder, follow the channel. Appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, and subbed on YouTube. Thank you. Everybody that follows on Twitch and subs on YouTube, that's really the most I could ask. Thank you guys so much. All right. We already have a script for this one, don't we? I will miss this counter. I don't know how reliable it's going to be after set 19 is gone. If I invested in so many crit damage mods that I could move a lot of these offense characters into crit damage mods to have the most upfront kapow, it would be aggressive though. It's not enough that it's crit damage sets with high offense. You actually have to have the crit chance. So, hey, we just wrapped up the hype train at level 3. Thank you all so much. Fantastic. How the hell was I not subbed to your YouTube either? What's going on here, says Haratramp. You've been slacking. You've been lacking. But now you won't miss anything. So thank you. Appreciate it. All right. How's that fulcrum set up? A man after my own heart. Brutal stuff. That sucks for me. All right, well, what's the 6? Turn meter. Woo, this is gonna hurt. Hey, Saldag, another patron in the chat. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Okay, I thought I missed something. I can't target anyone else, so think with it. Yeah. Fine. Less fine. This part's necessary. Not bad. 8. Okay, good. Okay. Kill this one. Yes, that one in particular. Just the AoEs, please. If we do the middle, it'll put up taunt on Leia. Why reveal Leia? We've already been doing so well. You don't have backup plan on you, do you? I kind of like that. We got him. Where's Dr. Faust when you need him to calculate if his thing was going to work right today? Because I know he's working on a calculator. That would be the holy grail of the community to have. Could trigger that. I think I want to do. Who dies next? Surely it should do while you can't reciprocate anything. Why shouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, boy. Let's see here. Heal up, maybe. Why not? Everybody's going to be revealed here soon. Heavy hitters are gone. No reason to equalize. We'll just finish you up. Make with the stun. I would prefer to save this for the killing blow, but is that necessary? Probably not. Perfect timing on everything I see. Hey, you know, when it works, it works. What do we do here? Oh. Probably end up having enough time to ultimate. Mm-hmm. All right, lady. And wow, did it take her a century to charge up, yeah? Yep. Not really what I wanted to have happen. We could end up getting taxed on banners here, which would mildly annoy me. Not gonna lie to you. We'll take advantage of the stealth-related stuff. Yep. You did get logged. What does that mean for us? Probably go for this. Up. Eh. Not a priceless work of art. What do you give me for it? 64. I'll have it. Honestly, I'll have it. We haven't dropped anything yet, so I'll have it. So... where did that playlist go? The alcohol floweth through me. Start there. I want to start somewhere around here. Okay. AT, G10, Yang, Fulcrum. There you go. $64. All right. I want to see if there's something interesting about this man. Why do I feel like there is Sana there, right? No Lord Vaders. Lord Vaders. Okay, so Slackers, the easy dunk. Yeah, I had thought I'd seen something like this. What's the essential problem? The taunt really is. The question is, can I find that has Lord Vader? Critical element. Really? Really? Okay. While I'm stewing on that, we can make use of this tab. Think about Baylan. I'm assuming. Perhaps I should not. Rot stack. Fair. Show me what you got. AML Bane. Bane. No Gungans, I see. No Gungans attempted, I see. Now, why would it be the case that I should fear Zalbar and Mission more than I should fear Mercenary Hunter, Mercenary Wrecker with the Mercenary Hunter Kron? And I beat that with Gungans just yesterday, I think. No, it was Kira Hondo. Quite all that nasty. But I would argue that this is less dangerous. Oh, what do you guys think? I think there's a reasonable case for guns here. M Hondo L3. Interesting stuff, my man. Why didn't Aesop attack fleets yet? That's kind of his way. That's something a lot of the guys out this way do. They'll wait to do these fleets until later. Yeah. June Kessel says, I'm hoping some Slugger Street streamers reach out to Vexatron for a collaboration. Great guy, great player. Just beat TJ, by the way. Yeah, I saw the VOD. Well played. I was watching it with some of the patrons in my Discord earlier, and I said at multiple points, yeah, it was well played. Nicely done. True. Yeah. Saldag replies to XR question about, why didn't Aesop attack fleets? Information, most likely. Him knowing what task gets on squads enables him to make decisions on how risky or safe to go with his fleet counters. Yeah, and quite honestly, he's done me more than what was fair, right? Like, clearing the bottom front is about all a streamer could really ask for to ensure a fair, committed competition for both sides, and he went and cleared pretty much all the squads before I started stream. So he is well within his rights to keep that till after we've shut down. That's fair. That is completely fair. All right. More assists takes on your shield generator. There are more assists, Uranium Kid. That's true. That could be a temptation. So here's the shit news. Do I have to actually hazard freaking? I'm gonna look into it. What's it gonna be? Please don't kill me. That's my Hux. Okay. Kind of good. Feel like Set is part of the recipe. Maybe. Bass is interesting. Man, if you get hoed out, though. What did you do? Oh, armor penetration. I respect that position. But what word? Yeah. Oh, I didn't specify on this. Yeah, Bane with Talon's pretty smart, because if the back slaps end up, like, mortally wounding Bane, he would be okay. And then she's also fragile enough where she'd die soon, so it's pretty ideal for this scenario. Of course, JMK would have been the preferred choice. So here's what I have to decide. I think it's important to figure out, where does Reva go? We can afford a drop somewhere. Not that I want to drop. But we need a good solution. Ah. Blacker Mirror might be interesting. If you could hit hard enough, that might work. Not preferred. But the other options would basically be a shitty Bane situation. So how does that look? Alright, if I go in with Sass and the worst happens, we've got a serious freaking problem. How did I do this yesterday? Did I go in with the set 19? I gotta put in the chapters for this week's episodes yet. It's true. Alright, I'll put it up here for you guys real quick. Just checking last round, see how I did this. Please don't eat me immediately. Yeah, it was a set 19. It would have been a high armor penetration. A backslap. All this bad stuff could have happened to me. It could have gone worse. It didn't. I think we need to take this risk, otherwise we have a problem. So to be sure about where we are, that's the shit thing. I need to use Sass. I need to risk it, I think. I need people to die ASAP. Damage is good. Armor good. 4. Basic was helpful. The turn meter, we don't get turn meter and they do, right? So I guess I shouldn't bother with that. I should take this one. All right. We do this knowing that it could go badly. We do this knowing that it could go very badly. All right, so, wow, Vin says I just put down an 1841. Nice. Nicely done, man. Killer score. Yeah. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, let me turn off this. All right. God help us all. God bless us, everyone. Something. Yeah. Please don't kill me. So far, so maybe. So maybe. Pretty maybe. It could be a lot maybe-er. Can't ask for better than that. About as dangerous as you could make that for a Bane, I suppose. So, Bane Sass, doing it big. Once more, 65 banners. Okay, so we have C. We have Reva. Cere you used to beat Reva, so we won't do that. I think Reva would work well there versus Savage, right? So that means that Leia and JML were the original plans to use versus Cere, but now we could move the Sith Eternal team down for that. And then assign what? Reva, 3S, GI, 7S, 5B. Really feeling lucky. Cere Malgus. We have Cere Malgus. Not accustomed to having them. How are they to be applied? Bam. Wouldn't this trivialize Bam? Wouldn't this actually be kind of silly? Because when Bam's stuff pops, inflict healing immunity. Isn't the healing immunity going to inflict DI? Give all our guys DI, and then the damage comes in? Is Cere kind of like a get-out-of-jail-free card for this? I wonder. We need a defensive cleanse. Lord Vader. No, would we? A Star Killer team of some kind, maybe. Well, I can say that I'm not really feeling Gungans for these, right? I don't think Gungans is ideal for any of them. Not compared to the other option. When I say other options, what exactly is it that I mean? Because did I actually have a good plan here for Malgus? No, I didn't, smart guy. Yeah, what now? So how about an intelligent use for BKM? Well, again, Gungans is not really jumping out at me to use anywhere else. Worked for us last round against another well-qualified opponent. What is that Savage team supposed to do? It's supposed to use your Star Killer. If Aesop is anything like me this season so far, I've really been struggling to find a productive use for him. So, at the very least, it's that. That's right, Bane is the GOAT. Bane gets it done. Armor penetration is strong. King of Losing says, I always knew the Star Killer Malgus split was most optimal on defense, seeing as they're both useless against Rey. Hey, Sal! What's going on? Good to see you. Considering what to do here. What was I thinking? JML, Sith Eternal. I would need something different. Doesn't Cere Malgus work against Malgus? You would need somebody to eat. Oh. High health on a dark side with high armor penetration, maybe, for Cere Malgus? Do I have a tab for Malgus? Nope, but we can open one. I think this mouse is starting to get long in the tooth. Damn shame. So, Sith Eternal. Kale we don't have. And Slacker. To where is Slacker assigned? Potentially to Bam, potentially Malgus. So Bam would certainly be probably the smarter use. Make sure that we're covered for whatever that is. Although we don't really have debuffs. Some of the stuff of Slacker's kit can't be evaded, I want to say. I want to say the middle, at the very least. And then if you're stunned, you can't evade in general. So... my rat. Not pets time. Serious Grand Arena time, cat. You would be wise to not incur my wrath. Yes, you. Right. I think we're gonna square up for Gungans here because I wanna. Yep. So, what did I see about this? Pretty much very few comps. Didn't see Gungan all. I think we want to go with Turn Meter. What we did last time, it worked out. We also have the badass, you know, armor penetration situation here. All right. It would be cool if this works, because I'll know I can take it with me into the next 5 season. Let's go. Ads are good. We're back, yeah. Okay. This spell, probably okay. I know they're going to keep that stuff. That's fine. We'll do this. Right. Trade to you, surely. Nice. Nearly annihilation. You can ignore taunt. Your ability. We could probably kill you here. Shin is a real winner to kill. You're going to assist everybody when you start going. I think it was Mateus that put that out earlier. It might be wise to go after you first. You can stun us, though. I don't know. We'll do this for now. I think it's probably good. We have DI. Not ideal. I get to hit the mark. I get to hit this. Or you do have an expose on you. You do, yeah. Retribution isn't great from either one of you, but at least if I hit you, it won't incur 2 hits. So we'll do that. Okay. So as it turns out, probably not appropriate that I worried about anything at all. Also, ooh, yeah. The stacks of frustration. I'm sitting here thinking, why are they not really attacking? It's because the stacks of frustration are preventing attacks out of turn, preventing assists. This is kind of perfect for this situation. I think we don't want to do this because of the blind, right? Because of the blind on it? Go ahead and... Boy! Okay, you're going to do an AoE. But you've got all your buffs, so this is going to be people going away. It wasn't people staying around, I'll tell you that. Okay, delightful. Glad we saved Gungans for this. All part of the plan, by the way. Not completely luck-based. Thought you should know. Now, that was a great cron, though, for this. Okay. So we're relieved. The rest of these look like they... Blacker would take care of that in the back, but we'll need pretty good those. Those teams are not a joke. When modded correctly, Starkiller is still very useful against Ray. Yeah, not all Ray comps though, man. Depends. Not what my opponent envisioned. Yeah, probably thought I might have tried Gungans up front, which I was a stone's throw away from doing. So my understanding is DTMG can actually... Isn't that wild? How would this work? So if I did do DTMG, what would that look like? The fastest person on the team probably get in. I want to say he's like 371. Divided by 0.75 would not be faster than Lord Vader. So that means it would be crush into cleanse from DTMG. And then we would just do stuff. Yeah? We would take dot damage. Yeah. Does DTMG actually work here? Is that not the corniest thing, if that would work? How would we prevent it? And so Slacker would be... Wow, something just happened. The Wolf rated in with 19 viewers. How you doing, my man? How's it going? Did you get through that video yet, that tutorial? You didn't have any questions, so I just want to be sure you're cool. Gotta take care of all the folks. All right. Stinky says, hey, Tass. Hey, back to you. Yeah, that's right. W Raid. You're showing up to a momentous occasion. I am fighting Aesop Rock, the #1 player in the world. I am wearing the original Tassinix gamer hat for this gaming hat for the full authentic experience. We're doing pretty good so far. No drops so far. Couple scary fights, but still need to think about this. Right, wasn't here supposed to... So that worked out. Malgus. Cere was not represented. Was it? Nobody doing no Cere. Why do I remember Cere being a thing, though? What would be required to make that stick? Did I check on the Sav team? I think Sav Starkiller is going to just go down like a sack of bricks to Reva. Can't believe I didn't have a tab open. Ball. God, that is a mess of it. Starkiller would work. Now let's think about that. Why? Rare, but so completely unseen. What's the essential element of this? I understand that threat. Okay, and threat. I still feel like Reva works, though. Okay. Put your money where your mouth is, then. How should we proceed? Super high health. We need the big AoE to hit as hard as possible. Are we both starting with turn meter? Only I have turn meter. So what does that mean? I didn't want to go this armor penetration. I could go this one. Significant loss. High crit damage. High health. Might be useful. High turn meter is probably smart because this is going to have the full thing active. So I think this works. Have I ever beaten Aesop Rock before? I have, in fact. It has been a long time since I've fought him, but it has happened before. I do this right. You're gonna. Then things are gonna be bad. I want all these buffs ahead of all of our AoE. I think that's. So. If we do not kill him, we'll be grateful to save this AoE. Let's purge this off. Oh, that's. We cleanse you. Who should we hit? I guess it makes most sense to follow up on this. Yeah, we're not hitting the way I prefer we do. Aha! That's one of the ones we were looking for. Let's take that. Follow that. Follow that, please. We need to do the pull-up. Yeah. Important part of the conversation. Close you out next, if you would kindly. Yeah, don't die, please. Yeah, your ability blocked, so we're cool. You die next. You die third. You're gonna middle whenever you get a turn, and ba-da-ba-da-bap-bap. All right. Complete non-participants. We got them good on that one. Okay. Here in Malgus. And Bam and Pack. Yells. All right. Wow, you guys are busy in the chat. Let me catch up. Hey, Wolf, how did that go over there? Darkling says, I'm gonna be honest, Tass. Thank goodness we didn't use Gungans on Bad Batch. The Baylan match went so much faster. I agree. It ended up that way. And I was really on the fence about it. So I appreciate you guys influencing me. I take it. I take it. I have, yeah. But, oh, all right. Appreciate it, June. Thank you. Okay, Saldag. Ray is simply there to draw out strong team. Ray is the all-time most successful defensive GL. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Anyone who says otherwise is an accursed liar. Out of curiosity, how fast? 100. So what does this mean? Does that mean that BKM could do this? BKM might have a problem. Some madman try it? Nobody did. Nobody tried the Reva thing I just did either, so that doesn't mean anything. Oh yeah, I'm not saying anything against what you're talking about, so like kind of like comma adding on to. Like, you get to her when it's ready for you. I'm sure you're doing just fine. Okay, Wolf, you had a few dicey battles, but you got the full clear. Hoping you get some holds, but you'll see. All right. Wishing you all the best. Here. I remember us doing that. Blind Force. Star Killer is unlikely to be used. Is that advantageous to us to just go here? Probably not. To your Malicos crew, that seems like a no-brainer. Take the AoE from her, I guess. You didn't use... Who else? Take our boy? Because we can? I don't know. Light side Ufu, Jedi. You would have to be a Sith. We could try to do some type of activation, but we need Jedi. Oh, you're my Lasufu. Oh, but then I have two, so then this really isn't a thing, is it? Okay, so you'd have to be Sith and Jedi. Sith and Jedi. Alright, I'm curious. Is there something here? Technically. I don't think it's worth it to break the synergy. I think that's the answer. If we take CLS, he could ignore... General. This is a good one. This is a really good one, actually. Bane is good with Ufus. I mean, she is an Ufu, and if you're setting a team composition like mine where she didn't fit in the team, because the other choices that I set, it was Ahsoka, Exile Ezra, Fulcrum, General Syndulla, and Hu Yang. So you pretty much get the fullness of the kit. What she mostly brings is an excellent source of damage. Fits very well in the kit. But for that particular composition, Padawan Sabine would be the one that's getting dropped out. So this is maybe a thing. I think we got something here. I'm willing to try it. They are going to be pretty fast. That is fair. I wonder if it isn't better than drop her and take 9th, because at least then we would have a second tank. Because Kylo might get dunked out pretty quick. That could happen. they're going to gain a bunch of turn meter, but that feeds Cere all the more, so I'm kind of cool with that. Because aren't you going to kind of like lap us and stuff? Yeah, I'm thinking we got some. Let's have it. All right. Okay. Worst. I've had worse. If we dispel, like, to what end? Both taunts off will cause fear on our boy. Not the end of the world. Maybe do horrendous damage. See? Today, Satan. Okay. Doubts all around. That's bad. That's something. So we haven't gotten a turn yet on our boy, and we're not gaining turn meter. Why? Because of shock. We'll get an assist off this, I guess. A little bit of something. You're shocked, so that's bad. Got a phase for dunk for a time, but where are we? Yeah, exactly. So this might be the laydown. We can increase cooldowns on a single individual. This is probably best to do it here. One turn further away is one turn further away. Now you might actually end up getting drained by Malik here. This could be the end of the line for you. I do. There's no taunt. There's no coverage for you. And if you die, I'm done. But if I don't do this, I could regret not doing this damage. Turns out there's no reason to ever regret anything. I am a god. That was the real lesson all. Oh god, no, please stop that. Don't do that. Oh no, and now I have to hit him. Oh no. Oh no. Bye-bye. Alright, wait. It was genius. We are deeply screwed, aren't we? Yeah, that shock was catastrophic. Okay, we get to smite one person. Gonna be weakest recovers 50% health. I doubt it, but I appreciate your thought. Alright. Probably not my finest hour. Did we get rid of the shock there? That's good at least. And our man's all on his way out. Yeah, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be really something. Basic? Not really. I don't think that matters. Probably just this. Nope, that's not gonna save us. Alright. That's probably bad. Like for our odds of winning, whatnot. Can't healing immunity this guy. Can't healing immunity you, though. Can't be bad. Let's see here. Minute and a half. You got buffs. You're just some guy. Get the halt up. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Clobber? Yeah, the clobber ain't shit to you. Alright, fair. Like the shock down. We got a minute though. Not a lot of time. Gotta hurry. What can I do to convince you to give me that shock again? That ain't it. What I'm doing, that ain't it. Ain't the way. Where's the shock from? Dispel all that at least. Have we saved it for just such an occasion? Just basic, man. I mean, if we don't do it like that, that's the end. That sucks. 17 seconds. All right, so it looks like a cleanup. But then we'll just dunk out the other thing, right? 8 seconds. Man, we were so close. If we hadn't lost our man. But yeah, but you know. All right, and then you have no turn meter. We'll submit that. All right, we'll keep that. That does mean that I have C for Cere now. I'm safe on that. So, okay. Cere, Malgus, Star Killer. Visas might have been smart. We could have brought somebody back, right? Oh, that was a pretty good one. First drop of the evening. Bounty hunters for this, I guess. We got stuff to deal with it. This one's dangerous. I guess we'll go ahead and set up for it now. 5th. That's right. Right. Ninth barely did anything. I had at least one good taunt, I thought. Didn't feel like it was a ton though. I will concede. We kept set. That's hot. No need to take anything less than a full team, I feel. Okay, so how do we really want to handle this then? Thank you. And I also like Shore Trooper. Take this. He dazed Malgus once, that was it. Did Aesop drop anything? Aesop had several drops. We're definitely ahead on drops so far, yeah. Yeah. Ahead of anything else, ahead of anyone else, we take our 2 stack. Do not be greedy, or you will die. Okay. Goodbye, Sith ally, probably. You can be healed, but to what end? Well, I would offer the why the hell not end things. Probably not going to get a ton of turns of that before it ends up being transform time. Somehow I feel like this fight's going to move kind of quick. Somehow I feel. I've regretted being greedy so many times. Yep. Modding Sidious for his DTC, you can check out on my profile. He's already set up how I pretty much intend to have him. If anything, it'll be a slightly improved variation on that theme. But yes, I am excited about the new Sidious Cron, for sure. Alright, that worked out. Thank you. Who else? You can hit severely. But that has nothing to do with a critical strike, does it? It does have something to do with protection. I don't know. We'll drain you, relink these two, and defeat her, and something like that. Yeah, see, I don't feel like we could do anything. Save. The fact that I still have a tank available for him at this point in the fight, I'm actually pretty cool with. Maybe not strictly necessary. Again, though, pretty cool. Mm-hmm. No doubt. I'm sure you're a big man. I'm still actually going to chill here a minute. I want the prot off of Cere if I'm going to relink to delete Ray. RJP. Just gonna chill. Alright, so that is done. We'll link you two now. And the next time we... You recall Sidious's Kron being underwhelming last time. Wasn't he relegated to cleanups mostly? Think of him as kind of like a super Wampa. His purpose is to raise the floor of the type of defense that you could set. Yeah, man, that we did take that from weight. Probably lost an extra banner we didn't need to lose, but you know what? I'm not. 53. That and somebody. Well. All right. So something like bounty hunters will take this down. Bossk, no doubt. Bossk highest protection. Oh no. Damn. Active monitor needs to go to sleep for a few minutes. Yeah, but this stream's been going on for a while. I haven't taken Boss Grief, Mando, what? Zam for the stats. And oh, what? Probably for maximum. Protection wise, fine. Turn meter might be okay. This could be advantageous. The masses trade off. Tank revive seems kind of smart, doesn't it? The hell name. This one's probably the one I'll take. All right. I wonder if I can do it this way. Okay. So I'm going to cheat. And even though my monitor just went to sleep so that it can do kind of like a recharge, I'm going to play this off of my OBS, which is going to be kind of wild. This is going to be nuts. I recall... Hey, Dagger, good to see you. Thank you for the resub. Sidious wasn't as useful once people started guarding versus... Yeah, exactly. Once you know that it's coming, you won't set a certain thing, but having it on tap had been available a number of times during its last run, so I'm not mad at it. Olay. All right, glad we could handle that one. Back on here. Wow, the fact that I'm doing this with a whole monitor sleep is just fantastic. Okay. Right, and then bam, Hondo. Yeah, we kind of get to roll in on that one, don't we? All right, let's here. Wow, this is maximum skill. All right, and we saved Slacker for all this time, yeah? What do we think? Probably best to just foo here, yeah? Red could be good for helpful dispel. What's it worth to me? Probably shutting this down really quick with foo though. Armor penetration, yeah? Having a dip into the dark.
Ads are coming shortly. Probably hold on your fight.
You're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. How are you, Dagger?
I'm doing all right. I also almost set that team if I had actually edited my shit. Is that light side prod up level 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, product on dots level 3. Yeah. I did consider it.
Yeah, it's turn meter in his case.
Oh, turn meter. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to pop off. Stun bam and it's GG, says King of Losing. Exactly so. That's kind of my thought. I know we have ads coming up in a minute. I mean, I don't really think it's going to be that difficult to fight, but I don't want you guys to feel cheated. So I guess I'll wait for you.
I'm the only one who feels cheated because I still haven't been refunded for my 30 months of Prime subs that
Why
I
would
don't
you
pay
get
for.
refunded? Have you not been satisfied with this product?
No.
No, he said.
No. No. You have you have this asshole on your show who recently was in Carbonite, and he really, really drags the overall value of the show down.
Yes.
So I feel like I need a refund.
Makes sense. All right, the ads are running. Well, I'll tell you what. Again, you know, we're pounding the alcohol here. I'll take a quick break and manage that. And yeah, we'll be back in time to get this done. Solo Bay says, I heard that person is going to lose to my old alt, says Solo Base 15. All right, anyway, I'll leave you in the capable hands of Dagger. I won't. Where's the music? Damn. All right, leaving the capable, hands of Dagger while I'll be right back and we finish up that ad set.
Yeah. I mean, just remember, Tass is a bum, but at least he dusted off the old school hat. For the people. It's for the people. Yeah, we got ads over on Twitch. I'm mostly here just to troll Tass a little towards the tail end of his gag. Yeah. Yeah, Solo. I'll almost assuredly lose. I'm already fading now, and I'll have probably an hour on my lunch break tomorrow. So we'll see. Maybe an hour and a half. I won't spoil the defenses, though. There's some interesting ones. How many fights has he dropped? I wish I could see how many he's dropped. Oh, I can. I can rewind on YouTube. That's right. Oh, Aesop didn't clear fleet yet. So he's hiding his max score, so Taz has to do math. Yes, Empire, this is where the fun begins. Oh, dropped one. Hey, Pills. Good seeing you here, Pills. And Wolfie. Oh, good. He's dropped one. Do we need to do the math on... Where is Tass's...
All right, I'm back.
Are you ahead or behind in banners, Tass?
Oh, ahead.
By a lot or a little?
I have my one drop, and he had a couple. And then some low banner clears besides, but so have I, so kind of levels out.
That's big talk coming from somebody who could be in this chat and decided not to be.
Who? Wolf. Yeah, I think I did give him streamer access. That's true.
You did.
He's a bum. He could be in here.
Hey, I don't know.
I'm gonna catch up with the chat.
Yeah.
How much was left over on the bench, Tass? Surprisingly, less than you might think. Passing out in a few, Wolf. No worries.
Yeah, no worries, dude. You just had a lot to say in the chat, so I figured I'd give you the opportunity to hop in. And on the bright side, you can raid into Adriana Chechik after this.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
She's playing Elden Ring.
This monitor should be waking up here any moment. I'm waiting for that sequence to end. I hate when I have to play, off of OBS. I feel like I'm playing blind. Sorry for the added delay here, folks. I'm just waiting for that sequence.
I have friends who think they're funny, and they will gift me subs to certain people who stream. I don't even follow her, but I see her streaming. There it is. Because I was gifted a sub.
The reset sequence just finished. Awaken, my child. Boy, does OBS not like that.
Alright, Pills.
Pills, for those who Wolf isn't representing in voice, screw you, Dagger. I think that's a position we can all get behind. Alright. Good. We're good?
Well, first off, I'm going to get behind all of you, and then you'll know what kind of screwing Dagger does.
Back on screen, though. All good. Oh god, that is bad. Wait.
Oh yeah, you're like at 1 frame a second right now.
Oh real?
What the what is an iBaby Rainbow Desecrim?
What does that look like?
Rhino? Or did you mean to type rainbow? Alright, time to Google. Do I want to Google this? I don't know who this is.
Oh, bring me.
Stream's fine, I guess. I was giving you crap.
We'll be faster than all of them.
Yeah, I don't get it, Wolf. It's got to be some kind of inside joke. She's a streamer.
I think that's what we can. Kill it. Hi.
You're putting an awful lot of work into a cron for a team that you are just laughably and embarrassingly overpowering.
You. Good. How about that? How's that grab you, boss?
No?
How's the shush grab you?
It's not the shush that's grabbing me, you dig?
Gross. I think we can all kill this one, probably.
You know, I'll bet Wolfie has really good hair you can pull. I've seen him.
Ooh, that's the shock we need to kill the other victim. What is it? You died. Yeah, that was an accurate assessment. He died. He was there and then he was not there. I'd recommend it to anybody. Hit you? Okay.
Yeah, presumably don't try and TMR the guy who can't be TMR'd. I mean, I guess that's just where the plan we're on. Not that it matters, but, you know. You can at least know what kids do. Exactly, Vavel. I point my saber at you.
I have to take this from a guy whose rank is 3 digits. You listen to this, people? You hear this? You hear this? 3 digits, not even 2. I'm taking this from a guy with 3 digits. All right.
Well, man. I actually have 11 digits, and I can see all 11 of them.
Hey. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, he finished for a 13:31, and I have a 13:59.
Oh, yeah. I'm not calling this a blowout, but this is a sizable advantage.
Well, it's an advantage anyway. We'll see if I can't...
It is a more than a drop advantage.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see how well I can manage that. So what does that mean for us tonight? That means...
What do you have on defense for Fleet?
Executor, Profundity, and Mal.
Oh, okay. So you're good.
I mean, I've definitely got a path through, yeah. Who is it? Bossk.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have what? Holdo versus... You're probably going to have to risk Holdo versus Mal, right? Or you're going to try to Empire that and hope it goes less south.
Well, so I was thinking to do Executrix versus Executor.
All right, well, there's your
versus
drop.
Leviathan,
That'll even
and
it up.
then Negotiator, the Mal.
All right, well, there's your drop that'll even it up so you can clean it up.
Okay.
I have no faith in this counter, by the way.
It worked for me
Especially
last
not
round.
versus,
I mean,
especially not versus Houndstooth start. Like, what happens if they don't kill a TIE fighter?
That is something that can happen. Now that you mention it, I remembered that. But didn't I just do this last round, though? No, I'm going to hazard it, man, because I was successful with it. And here's the thing. I think I'd rather do that than, like, lose Leviathan.
Why would you lose Leviathan when you could GR it?
I'm not familiar with that one. I'm not going.
All right. Well.
What's the third fleet?
Yeah, no, I know White Wolf. I know. It's really annoying because sometimes I say things that you should agree with, but you just don't want to agree with them.
What's that?
Can Endurance with GR the exec? Yes, although I think Negotiator is slightly more consistent. I would have to look it up on Insight.
Well, we got to be careful. We do have an advantage.
Yeah, and you have a drop you can, spot. And if you were going to, Executor is probably the easiest to clean up.
Yeah. And Empire isn't advantageous, really, elsewhere.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, you will drop. But the second worst case scenario is that it's a sloppy win, but you had the room.
Do I take a third ship? Did I? Yes.
I probably wouldn't. You could take like Gauntlet, I guess, but I don't think you'd call it.
I did take Gauntlet, and I didn't call it, but I didn't regret taking it, and I don't need to pinch the banner.
That's true. Oh, Bane, you got your first Erodium? That's good. I mean, it's boring, but it's free crystals.
The rite of passage, my man. You thought Dagger was going to rap during the break? You should have thought something else.
I could have, but I don't think you guys want to hear me just sit there and give you 16 bars of being a dick to Tass.
And he really could, too. All right, let's see what...
Yeah. Like, I grew up in an area where freestyling was something you had to learn how to do, and I'm not good at it, but I can. Just to be clear.
Please don't ruin my life. All right,
and if you pay Tass money for his stream, I will do it. But you have to give Tass money.
This one first, then this one. And then we pray. All is well. All right, we bring in you first. And be basic first. Special. Dispel, yes. There's no breach. You're free the moment for the moment. He said moments before his... And the destruction of his friends. Alright, we'll go with the stun here.
I read your name, Hera, as Heatran, and was like, oh, that's a great Pokemon reference. And then I realized I'm tired, and it was Heratran. But you just got an Erodium.
Surely we should shield himself.
Oh, yeah. I definitely know that feeling from the reverse side when I was climbing up from Bronzium, fighting 9 to 10 million accounts. Just
guy could be on his way out. We could have this Houndstooth. Stay tuned.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Heratran, yeah.
Yeah, this is the right move. Dig this. If I hit you, you could double tap. If I hit you, but here's the thing. You're the one that would actually prefer to kill. But I really do not want you to double tap me. That is whack. So I'm going to just hit you. That's probably the better choice. Shitty option.
I wouldn't do it in A minor, to be fair, Frozen. I would probably do it in, like, C flat, because I can't sing.
Okay. Oh,
yeah, I'm letting you try to figure it out, because you're drunk and I'm tired.
This is accurate. This is a very accurate assessment. Do I mark? I feel like I mark Xanadu. Xanadu's really...
Yeah, he needs to be not on this board anymore.
Yeah, Xanadu does need to be out of
I mean, Pills, you're the one that's here talking shit about the guy who already got done doing things. So, yeah.
Up, kill it, please. No. I'm fine, you're fine, we're all fine. It's gonna be cool. No, stop that. You're not allowed. I hate it. Dispel. What to do? If I don't stun you while you have low turn meter, I really should just probably basic, because it's gonna be the most...
Oh, man, Pills, I don't get to use pickup lines anymore because I have it... Man, I'm not going to say the phrase the way I was going to. I have enough at home. I don't have to use pickup lines anymore.
Hey, we didn't get Giga dodged.
Although I sometimes do, much to her chagrin.
This is horrific. I hate this.
I think this is going swimmingly.
I think this is going to resolve. That's done.
This isn't magic. There is no stack. It was going to resolve anyway.
Kill this. Finish this. Quickly. Please. Kill that. Yes! Sweet mother of God. Had him the whole time. I feel like as long as we don't drop, we should be okay. So,
as long as you drop, it's going to be very, very hard for Aesop to win.
Executor. So that was Executrix. That's
you
twice
do
we've
have
done
ads
that
coming.
now. That was a 61.
You do have ads coming shortly. You do have ads coming shortly, by the way.
All right, what's that?
You have ads coming shortly.
Wow, good time. That was good timing because, wow. Put my ass off. All right. Negotiator then here.
Yeah, no, I know, Mard. Nobody wants that, especially when I'm tired.
I'm just going to check what it is this season, just to be sure, because I have no incentive to be cavalier.
Yeah, Heratran. The tilted ships are mildly... There's something. Oh, you're checking to see what the best win rate is?
Yeah. Out of absolute terror.
Just against just do the
it's these 74 with the lineup that so yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, that top one's the lineup I would do, except I'd also bring Ahsoka because
yeah, all right. Fine.
I have found there's a couple of times where I could call in Plo for banners, but I could guarantee the win of the fight with Ahsoka, even though it would be like -3 banners.
Mm-hmm. All right,
we're just gonna chill here. I have done Radis resistance on Malevolence, and when it goes south, you have to just forfeit. You don't get to... My ads are running. But, yeah, the one downside to resistance is that if you fail, you just have to full back out. Like, you rarely get a couple of ships dead. That's my personal experience, at least. At least with Negotiator, if you should somehow fail, you generally have, like, 2 ships gone. Let's see if YouTube is,
Just waiting for this to tick by.
Yep.
You know,
Oh my god, just yawning straight into the goddamn mic. Sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, man. It's an hour later for you too, dude. Like I almost feel bad saying I'm tired.
Okay, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I guess this also kind of works to place it.
Are you saying that you're a big boy who can handle himself, but if you get lonely, you might need some help?
I don't know. Is that a lyric to a very bad country song or something?
It is a lyric to a one or two hit wonder from the mid 2000s.
Okay, I'll take your word on it.
It's Nelly Furtado, Promiscuous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she was like a 2-hit wonder.
I remember the name.
Yeah.
Okay. This.
Yeah, I was on we were on a break when he said it, but yeah, Radis Resistance is okay versus Malevolence. My experience with it is if you fail, you really fail. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be really good.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be fabulous. I can feel it in my bones. Still a sweep though, I feel.
I would basic on the tank. The Geo tank. No, the Geo tank. Oh. You're gonna mass assist into Geo. Or into Hyena, I mean. Right. So I'll just basic here to soften up the tank. Because Sunfact doesn't have defense up or crit immunity. I mean, now he does, but, you know. Then yeah.
Still have to do this.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then you have the AoE from Anakin to clean up. Yep. And then you get to bring in Plo, and then you just bonk off the last two. Yep. I like doing the basic there because it allows you to just kind of bonk them off.
We have Valor now, so the AoE is probably smart.
I think you can kill him with back-to-back basics, though.
Yes.
Like here you basic on... Alright, I mean, like, do what you want. I just think, yeah.
That one I expected. Okay. Seems a little different. Okay. Okay. Sure will be fun. Probably need to do this here. Heal him.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah. I mean, you can do whatever. You got this. I believe in you.
Yeah, I feel like there's a right and wrong way to use.
Is that the right? Which one is the right vulture to hit?
The one that I just killed.
Okay. Yeah.
Bear witness.
Yeah, I don't use the BTLB with Negotiator anymore. At least in this fight.
Very rare do I feel like I want to.
And then you get to just mirror. Man. Scimitar makes mirrors so much easier now. Good lord.
I guess.
Does he have Scimitar Kyle as his reinforcements?
Does it matter?
Not a ton.
No, not at all.
I mean, if you're talking about versus stronger fleets, like what else are you using Negotiator against? Generally, if you're fighting, what do you call it? If you're fighting Executor, you're using not Profundity, Mace Lead, right?
I think so.
I don't know how much Negotiator gets used outside of versus. Oh, you definitely don't say shit like that, Heratran. I don't think he can drop Levi mirrors. Yeah, don't put that out there, man. Don't. I lost one today on my arena climb.
Oh, that's cursed.
Yeah.
Are you not paying attention?
So I auto until I can call in that first reinforcement, call Insidious, hit auto again, and I lost.
Yep. I was talking to Arj about how that's possible.
Yeah. I'm not trying. Yeah. I've also had it where I get the double dodge on the bombs, so I can't do my second. Because I didn't place enough debuffs?
First.
Yeah. I'm saying it's like those 1%ers, right? I've probably lost, since they reworked Scimitar, I've lost this fight like probably twice, maybe 3 times total. But, yeah, I'd be lying if I pretended I haven't.
Fair.
I mean, for what it's worth, he might be able to hit auto as soon as he calls in Mark 6 and blows up B28.
Not before.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't have the stones to set Leviathan. Right, because then you're just profundity RNGing.
There it is. Clear.
And that should be the dub too, which is awesome.
Should be.
This is a 3-0 week, huh?
Wow. Would this be the second time? I think I've done that once before. 3-0 the top bracket. I feel like it's something once in the distant past that was done.
Now the real question is, how far behind Aesop are you? Points.
That's the meme. 70 banners on that. Wow. What a time. What a time. So we put up a 1774 on the big dog himself. See what he does with those fleets. Wow. All right. Well, if you weren't here at the very start of the stream, I did cover how he had cleared pretty much all of my defense up to BAM, then cleared the BAM team, the BAM Lord Vader team for 65. So what's the rating gain? Not more than 40-ish, right? But I think I'm still in a good spot.
30s. I want to say 38-ish is what we are at this point in the season.
I don't know.
It starts like in the mid 40s and ticks down like 1 point each round. I'd have to man, it's pinned somewhere on probably the Gambit server or Tassos server what the points per something are. It's got to be pinned somewhere.
Just paid out the prediction. 2 or less had it. Those of you who believe were right to have done so. Even if I had done 1 or less, still would have been good. I don't feel bad about doing 2 or less.
Is it 37 solo? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew it was like high 30s.
37 for round 6. Okay, got you.
Starts at 42, okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
2 or less made it.
Good.
2 or less made it.
Good. People in the chat were on top of that.
That's right. All right, so as I was saying earlier, I did cover how Aesop had cleared all of my defense up to the BAM Thana Lord Vader thing I had set in the back, which was the same thing he had set. Fantastic. So, yeah, go back to the start of the VOD if you missed it, but let's go ahead and talk about how the attacks broke down.
Really quick, I appreciate Stinky saying extremely respectable test. I agree that you beating #1 GAC player is only respectable and not impressive.
Hey, no, hey, look. Don't police their compliments, okay? Okay.
I'm saying, like, okay, fine. I just think it's funny that he said respectable, and I'm like, that's something I would say. That's a respectable win.
I think he means the score, right? Because certainly the score is respectable. The win is hopefully secure, but the score is decent. Yes.
Man, how many times have you fought it? I'd be curious for you to one day go back and just like cumulative your record versus like Aesop. And
I'm sure he's still up on me, even back when I was fighting in the top bracket more regularly. I'm still pretty sure he's got big ups on me. Like at +2, probably like a +2, +3 on me.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I just think it'd be interesting to see like a lifetime. How many times have you beaten each other and by how many banners? Right? It's like What's the point differential on banners? Like, who's up banner-wise? And I don't know. I just feel like it'd be interesting.
That would be cool. That would be cool. All right, let's go ahead and talk about how this broke down. Against his Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch, Embo, and Mob Enforcer. So he had an exceptional amount of tenacity on that Kron. I wanted to pursue Aphra and realized that if I wanted high reliability for my doubts, I would need to go with a set 19 high potency Kron instead of any of the otherwise very attractive set 20 options. It turns out that was the right call because we Stone Aged them like a couple times. It was great. We landed maximum doubts both times she got to use that special. Nevertheless, learned once more that I really don't need to be bringing Darth Vader right now. Darth Vader just died casually with thermal. It was just something where if it had been literally any dark side droid, I could have revived that same character. So, lost at least one banner I didn't need to lose. As such, it was a 59. Against his Fugitive Omega, Mercenary Hunter, Mercenary Wrecker, Crosshair, and Batcher. We went in with JML, Jedi Cal, JKR, Hoda, and JKL for 65. I really deliberated for a while about whether or not I wanted to hazard Gungans there. Not only did it end up being fine that we used JML there, but it turns out Gungans was performative. Later, we'll cover that. All right, against Saw, Krex, Cere, Luthen, and Kyle. Went in with Gas 501st. It was potentially scary when Gas sat down, and I thought Kyle was keyed up to use his AoE and just destroy us. Turns out, I guess he was just out of phase. I must have missed that with my drunk ass. Nevertheless, everybody, 5 sacrificed. Everybody else lived. 59 banners. Against Ray, Swolo, Cal, Pat, and GK, I decided to hazard it in the end with JMK. I was otherwise thinking it would have had to have been Slacker or C Bane at some great risk. But JMK ended up working. We lost Mace, and it was kind of hairy otherwise. It was difficult to lose Mace. I think I might need to remod him into high health for future applications. But 57 banners secured the last team on the front wall. In the back. So, against Bam, Hondo, L3, Sana, and Lord Vader. Just crushed that with Slacker. Ended up having him in the end. 65 banners. Against Baylan, Shin, Zalbar, Marok, and Mission, we used Gungans. Full Gungans. What did I use? A set 20. Highest armor penetration Kron I had. I think it was also significant that it was a turn meter level 3. You be the judge when you look over the fight. But we clobbered him. So, it was good. And then, of course, against Ahsoka Tano, General Syndulla, Huyang, Exile Ezra, and Fulcrum. Again, Leia, Drogon, R2, Jin, and Radis for 64 banners. All right, top side. Against Slacker, Dark Ray, Faust, Phasma, and Hux. I was legitimately nervous because this seems like a pretty anti-Bane composition. Furthermore, I made life hard for myself, or at least dangerous, by not having Talon available, because you do run some risk of counterattack with Faust on the team, crushing whoever gets hit. So presumably, if you don't have some type of taunt coverage for Bane, that could be Bane. And if you don't have Talon to relieve Bane, if he ends up getting focused down, got a problem. But it didn't happen that way. Went in with Bane Sass, opened up with third. He took the hits. It was fine. Backslaps were fine, honestly. And then, yeah, Sass pretty much died immediately.
You heard it here first. The back shots were fine.
Right. That's right. And, immediately after Sass died, we used Bane's middle. And it was 65. Beautiful. Against Savage, Maul, Starkiller, Visas, and Xeris. I had Riva available. And of course, you've got a couple different dispels going on this team, right? At least Ceres, I think Savage has some type of self-dispel. That might be just a feature of him being with Trey all the time, sticking in my brain. But regardless, Riva was an effective answer, 65 banners. Against, what was the Cron I used? I used the one that had some health on it. It had buffs up level 3. It wasn't turn meter, so I think that helped. What was it? I think we also opened with Torture first so that we had all of the buffs into our several AoEs so that our AoEs had the greatest possible effect. It worked out really well. All right, against Cere, Padawan Sabine, Crew, Malicos, and RJT went in with C, Armor, GBA, Set, and Darth Maul. Wrote Maul. Darth Maul. 53 banners. Against Malgus, Sith Eternal, BSF, Darth Revan, and Sass went in with Cere, Malicos, Starkiller, Crew, and Ninth Sister. Killed everybody but the big man himself. Yeah, it was unfortunate. Malicos ended up getting some focus. It was terrible that we ended up getting shocked on. I might have considered maybe a high tenacity Cron for this purpose. That's what I might do differently if I had to do it all again. But with all of the sides down, Bossk, Grief, Mando, Zam, and Fennec cleaned it up for 41, total of 45. And of course, if you're just showing up, if you miss fleets, against Executor with Houndstooth up front, it was Executrix once again, but for 61 banners, a little worse than last time banners-wise, still a one-shot. Against Leviathan, this was with SAS Mark 6 as the reinforcement. We went in with Leviathan Mirror, and then of course against Malevolence, we went in with Negotiator. Oh yeah, Leviathan Mirror was 70 banners, and Negotiator versus Malevolence is 74. So, we went into this wall about 20 plus banners ahead with no drops. I feel like we're probably good. We'll have to see the final results, but I think we're looking good because, spoiler, in the back is an Executor, a Profundity, and he'll probably get lucky on that, so it is what it is, and then a Malevolence fleet. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Dagger, thank you for popping in. It was a fun time here tonight. Before I go ahead and do the normal wrap-up and raid out, anything you have to say to the people?
Yeah, there's ads going, so they won't hear me.
This is the perfect time for you to talk, then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you suck. I hope you go free next week.
Fantastic. Yeah, I don't think I need to make people wait for the wrap-up. All right.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you allowing me to continuously ambush you and hop in on your stream whenever I feel, see fit. So,
Fantastic.
thank you for having me, sir.
Fantastic. I'm happy to have you back, man. We'll have to cover more of your streams here. Hopefully next week. We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. I would if I wasn't so exhausted, dude. I'm probably going to pass out right after this.
Yeah, I'm talking about next week. You're good, man. It's all good. Yeah, we had some really good fights tonight, for sure, JC. Thanks, man. Yes, I am 6-0 this season, if I win this. I mean, I think I've got it, but I don't want to say for 100%, but I think so. We had a good few low banner clears, so we'll see. I think we're still okay, though. Darth Link, amazing win, Tass. Yeah, I want to say. I do. We'll have to see how it finalizes, but yeah. Appreciate it. Yes. I'll get it one day, guys. It's not important if I beat him today. It's important if I actually finish a season at rank 1. That's the one thing I haven't done. I finished a season at rank 2 before. I've got the screen cap to prove it. But
you heard it here first, guys. Beating Aesop is not important at all. He doesn't care one bit. He only cares about finishing
beating
first.
Aesop today doesn't make me number 1 at the end of the season. That's the point of the exercise. Thank you.
I know.
Yeah. But
and since everybody's back on Twitch, I just want to thank you again for letting me pop in whenever I feel like it.
You're good, man. You're good. Yeah, appreciate it, Darth Link. Thank you, Duck Stab. Thank you, everybody. All right. Well, of course, if you want to find out how this ends, you'll have to be on my Discord, where I am generally announcing when I go live. But if you want to be in touch, you want to play some other games, I play a bunch of different games. I have options that you can select when you join my server for which games you'd like to be in the chats for. So check that out. Darth Link, it says we're both going to be 6-0. Well done. Well done. Good work. All right, so yeah, that's the Discord. That's where to be in touch. Of course, if you're used to watching me, then you already know that I'm here live at twitch.tv/Tassinix. And I'm also simulcasting now on my YouTube, which is Tassinix Gaming. If you haven't been there before, you may want to check it out because it has some other Swugger-related content that I think you'll be interested in. Not the least of which being my Datacron set guide on set 20 that I made with Aesop Rock some, month and a half ago, something like that. I don't know, several months ago maybe. But set 21's video, I'm going to be recording with him tomorrow. So look for that in the very near future. Patrons will get early access to it. But aside from that, there's also good things on there like the Omicron tier list video that I made a few months ago. Dagger's right. I really should update that one soon. I'll be getting on that, sooner than later. Look for it. But I've also had the how-to mod guides, mod guide videos on characters and factions that you've been asking about. And of course, it is a rebroadcasting point for my GAC Focus podcast, Plotting and Scheming. I make it with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sacha Aisha, and Fatal. We break down how we have survived in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1 for Grand Arena. We break down how we dealt with the meta matchups, our favorite attack and defense of the week, and, about our lessons for the week to come, anything else we think that's worth sharing with you. That's all there. That podcast is native to Spotify, but wherever you find an episode, check the description. There is going to be a link that you can use to plug into your preferred podcast program, and you can follow us there. So check that out. Hey, Empire, always love your mod guides, Tassinix. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. The warm encouragement keeps me going on those. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. Got to make the time, but I know you guys appreciate it, and that goes a long way, really. Aside from that, if you enjoy anything you see on the YouTube, please give it a like. Hit subscribe on the channel if you want to see more. And if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, you like the cut of my jib, you want to support what I'm doing, there's a few ways to do so. My Cash App, first of all, is $Tassinix. Oh, there's the link for that. My PayPal is tassinix@gmail.com, easily enough. But if you want to get some enhanced scouting power of your own, some early access to some of my content, and a few other odds and ends benefits, you may want to check out my Patreon, as many others have. Check out patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. $5 a month gets you into the TAS house at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming podcast. It's coming out to the general public Friday mornings at 8 a.m., but my patrons are getting it as early as Tuesday night, within hours of us recording it, so it gives you an edge on that first round of the week. In addition, early access to the Datacron set guide videos, and of course, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord, where you can usually find me lurking. So pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Deadpool Kyle 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Johnny B. Ottawa, Miasmal, Mus Ross, Rays Malbus, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog 47, Shake 23501, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens 14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to OmegaBot. So if you like that detailed scouting report that I had on Aesop here at the start of the stream, that is a product of OmegaBot. Anybody can use it for free to pull a report on their opponent's last week of history, but patrons can pull a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of the report with links that you can click that plug right back into swugger.gg or Insight, whichever you use, helping you to further drill down on those specific counters you're interested in. Thank you so much to Dobby, Eshsotnikam, Ploon, Snack Attack, and Striker. And of course, at VIP Access Premium, that's $15 a month for the Double Bot bundle. Some have said the very best value bundle in all of Swugga because you get Patreon access to me, to OmegaBot, and to Hot Utils, the #1 tool for your mass mod management and loadout creation. A couple clicks can move you between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and raid mods. You can comprehensively remod your roster like TJ and Fatal like to do. You can slice through months of accrued mods in seconds, to say nothing of all of the TW functionality for your guild. Thank you so much to Argots, Arj, Big Ninja, Duckstab, Dark Hug, Frickfrack Paddywhack, General Milan, Ibanek, Kev, Hills, Twig, Saldag, Sir Boss, Sophus, The Lost Womp Rat, Wilco, and Zoltre. And at the top of the list, in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This guy pops in from time to time and drops hundreds of subs and thousands of biddies whenever he tends to show up. He's done it many times over the years, has made a huge difference on my account where it was really needed. Can't tell you enough how much I appreciate the generous support over the years, my man. Thank you. And of course, last but never least, our special thanks. First, to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters way back in the day, bought me the mic I'm speaking to you on right now, and even though he's long since quit the game, we wish him well from the other side. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, up to and including furnishing me with multiple alcoholic drinks as I am attempting to be halfway decent at a phone game. Also, thank you for corralling our daughter and keeping her from, ripping the place apart while I'm otherwise occupied. So, appreciate it. And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, as always, it's a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. We're almost 2 years into it, and I can't say how much I appreciate the hell out of you guys for making yourselves available week in, week out to make it happen. I learn from you guys every week. Hopefully the feeling is mutual from time to time, but regardless, our community learns a lot from us. Lots of great conversation around the show. Can't say how grateful I am that you guys are involved. So thank you so much. All right, let's move back on over to the main scene and make ready to raid. Cautiously speaking, I think we might be onto something here for a win. So hopefully we got it. I'll let you know for sure tomorrow on Discord, but let's go ahead and get ready to raid out. Who's alive? Zareth is alive. We have to go support our Gambit brother. Let's go give him some love. Starting the raid right now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This has been a really fun one. It's been a long time since I fought Aesop, and we'll have more opportunity to fight some of the big names in the game next week. It's going to be a doozy, I'm sure of it. So thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.
Snows.